Sorry y'all, I'm sweating, but it is extremely hot in here, and if I have my fan on, you will not be able to hear me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another true crime video. If you're new here, welcome, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If you do enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. Never in my life did I ever think that I would be making a video about the 8 passengers. 41-year-old Ruby Franke from Springfield, Utah is a Mormon who rose to fame when she began documenting her life on her family YouTube channel, The 8 Passengers. The channel, which featured Ruby, her husband Kevin, and their 6 children, became controversial for Ruby and Kevin's parenting beliefs. They would often exploit and embarrass their children in front of the camera, reading their personal text messages, as well as documenting their oldest daughter's first period. I mean, imagine, how horrifying would that be? There is a video from her now deleted channel which shows 2 of her children talking about how they don't have any friends. In this same video, it was revealed that Ruby and Kevin had taken away their son's bed as punishment for playing a prank on his little brother. They made him sleep on a beanbag chair for 7 months. Another extremely concerning video showed Ruby talking about how she received a text message from her daughter Eve's school talking about how she forgot her lunch that day and asking her if she can bring one. Keep in mind, this is a 6-year-old child. Ruby told the teacher that Eve was responsible for making her own lunch and that the natural result was that she was just going to have to go hungry and that she was not going to be bringing a lunch down. Remember, she is not at some sort of super busy, very demanding, time-consuming job. She literally vlogs for a living, so she had all the time in the world to bring her daughter a lunch. She also said that she did not want anybody to give her daughter food to ease their comfort of her going hungry. Again, we're talking about a 6-year-old little girl. Why is she even responsible for making her own lunches on her own? And this is not the only time that Ruby has used food as a punishment, as in another video she can be heard telling one of her children that they were going to lose the privilege to eat dinner. Like, when the hell did eating become a privilege and not a necessity to live? Another extremely controversial form of punishment that Ruby has admitted on camera to using is taking Christmas away from her children. I mean, this woman is just downright evil. Who else is getting a Lori Vallow vibes? So of course, majority of people disagreed with this, and they were genuinely concerned for the children's well-being. However, they did not know how bad things truly were behind the scenes. On Wednesday, August the 30th, Ruby Franke was arrested for child abuse after one of her children escaped through a window and ran to a neighbor's for help. The child was underweight, extremely malnourished, and covered in wounds. The child also had duct tape around their arms and legs. The neighbor called 911, and when the police arrived, they found a second child in the exact same condition, bound with duct tape. Ruby and Kevin had separated a few weeks ago, and Ruby had been staying with her friend and business partner, Jody Hildebrandt, with the 2 children in question. Ruby and Jody ran a podcast called Connections about life and parenting advice of all things. Jody was arrested alongside Ruby as it was her home that they were staying in during the alleged abuse. The 2 children, who I am assuming are the youngest, although we do not know that, were allegedly locked inside a panic room. Both Ruby and Jody have been charged with 2 counts of aggravated child abuse, with each charge carrying up to 15-year sentences. According to the neighbor whose home one of the children ran to for help, the child was covered in wounds, and when the police showed up, they found the other child who was also covered in wounds, and the child was asking for food and water. Both children were transported to the hospital due to their condition. Ruby's oldest daughter, Sherry Franke, made a social media post that her and her family had been trying to report this for years. She had cut off all contact with her family when she went off to college and realized that what her father and mother were doing were not normal. If all of this is true, which I believe that it is, then Ruby's husband, Kevin, even though they're separated, would have at least known that this was going on, if not participated in it. He should definitely be charged as well. How horrific, guys. I mean, I know we've seen a lot of videos about the 8 passengers. I'm not sure about you guys, but I sure have. And I've watched pretty much all of them too. And although it did seem like the kids had been embarrassed and very well shouldn't have been on camera without their consent, and that Ruby did in fact use food as a punishment and use some very questionable parenting tactics, I don't think that any of us had any idea just how far this went. May both of those women get the maximum sentences, and hopefully Kevin will be arrested as well. But you guys let me know, as always, in the comments down below, what do you think of this case? I always love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and click that notification bell so you don't miss videos just like this one. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys in my next video.